I'm 680 News Senior Business Editor Mike Eppel. We saw another major upswing in the price for oil today. Hit a 4-week high on international markets. In the States, it was above $60 per barrel, up by as much as 4%. As just in time for the summer, we've seen a drawdown in U.S. supply levels, down by more than 12 million barrels over the past week, according to the U.S. Department of Energy. That is a substantial fall in U.S. supply. And as supply drops and demand increases, price for oil goes up. You add to the mix the ongoing tensions between the U.S. and Iran and an OPEC meeting coming up, and the shutdown of a Philadelphia refinery. The Philadelphia Energy Solutions plant was damaged severely about a week ago by an explosion and subsequent fire. That plant first opened in 1870. It's the largest and oldest along the U.S. eastern seaboard. It's too expensive to fix, and that could take a lot of supply of gasoline out of the market just in time for, well, when we need it the most. Well, some trade optimism between the U.S. and China had markets in a pretty good mood today, but cautious ahead of the G20 summit, which is coming up later this week in Japan. The U.S. Treasury Secretary, Steve Mnuchin, saying they're about 90% done on a trade deal, but it's that final 10% that's going to possibly pose some problems. Meantime, Canada's cattle and pork industry is hoping that China's ban on Canadian meat exports is only temporary. China put that ban on Canadian beef and pork products after some fraudulent certificates on some Canadian exports. The Agriculture Department in Ottawa is looking into it and possibly set to place some criminal charges. Trade experts, though, are saying that China is using this as a bargaining tactic related to the arrest and detention of Huawei's chief financial officer and other trade issues. Well, Beyond Meat, the faux meat company, has now unveiled Beyond Beef, a new product for consumers that'll be going into U.S. grocery stores to start later this week, and that had Beyond Meat stock way up today. Another 5% to the upside. Those company's shares have gone up more than 300% since their debut in early May. From the 680 newsroom, I'm Mike Eppel for City News.